Go Parlay King Sports. What's happening, man? Week 2, college football. It's going down. NFL tomorrow. NFL week 1. It goes down. You got a 16-team parlay and $100 on it. 250K payout. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's happening. I like parlays like that. See, I like risk. That's a major risk right there. What you got, NFL and college on it? Hey, if you hit that, they should induct you into the gambling Hall of Fame if you can hit a 16-team parlay. But I just got out the lab in college football. I got locks in college football and NFL. Locks. I've been doing research for the last 3 days. See, week 1 was like a fill out process. You know what I'm saying? Who can cover what games going over, under, you know what I'm saying? So week 1 was a filling out process. Now we're going nuclear, multiple parlays ranging from 5 all the way to 15-team parlay in college football. I'm going to give you a jewel for Saturday in college football. I'm going to give you a jewel, man. Which I think this play right here is the play of the week, but I'm going to give it out for free. See, I was going to use this play. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep that play for premium. That's too sweet. I got to keep that for my clients. I can't let that go for free, but I'm going to give you something else, though. Let me give you something else. Oh, let me look at my notes. My notes over there, because I got a whole gang of notes over there, man. Whole gang of notes. Oh, I love UMass plus the 7. Love UMass at home getting 7 points. Miami, Ohio, and UMass is on the same level. How is they giving up? How is they favored by 7 points? You know what I'm saying? How is they favored by 7 points when y'all both the same? Like, I love UMass plus the 7, man. I can't believe that Miami, Ohio is laying 7 points on the road. I know it's UMass. They got destroyed at Auburn last week, but that's Auburn. That's the SEC. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the MAC. I think they in the MAC conference and shit. Like, man, there's no way in hell they should be laying a touchdown on the road. They both sorry. Like, UMass and Miami, Ohio on the same level, and they land a touchdown. So that's one of my major plays of the week right there. UMass plus the 7 all day long. Let me get that. Let me get that all day long, man. It's some most spreads that the odds makers sleep on. What I said last week on my other live, on my college football live, I said the odds makers was disrespecting Deion Sanders and shit. I said they was disrespecting Deion Sanders, making him a 20-point underdog with a team, TCU, that sent everything to the motherfucking NFL and shit. They started a whole new players. They got a couple of players that came back on that team from last year, but they main players, skill positions with new players and shit, and they a 20-point favorite and shit. Like I said that shit last week. I was like, man, the odds makers are disrespecting Deion Sanders. They disrespecting him. And what he do, he go up in there and he win outright as a 20-point underdog and shit. And I said it too. I was like, man, we're gonna put some money on Colorado money line. And the money line was at plus 735. I said, you know what I'm saying, put some money on that money line just in case. And he did that shit. So thank you, Deion. You know what I'm saying? That was a major win in week 1 outside of the parlays. Like, you know what I'm saying? The parlays came up short. We went 3-2 on the 5-team parlay last week. But UMass plus the points. See, this week, the odds makers giving Dion respect. He favored by 3 points now and shit. You know what I'm saying? He getting hella respect now since he went down there. Because the bookies got smacked in that game, in that Colorado TCU game. They got hit hard. They got hit real hard. Yo, what's up, Don Player? What's happening, man? You say you got 2 big plays? Shit, I got hella plays. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hit me up, man. I got hella plays in college football. I gave out one. I said UMass UMass plus 7. That's the way to go. All right, I'm taking that all day long. If you don't jump on that right now, all right, you should be locking that in right now. UMass plus 7. That's lock. One of my locks for this week. Do you? Nah, I don't use none of that. I use my research to pick games. I don't use no computers. You know, I do research and I watch games. Eyeball. You know what I'm saying? The eyeball test. And I do research. That's how I pick my games. The UMass plus that 7, that's locked. That's one of them. Then you got the history. I've been watching this series for like 10 years now, and that's the Iowa State game. Yeah. Well, if it helped, if you hit that 16 team parlay with that, then I'll check into it. But you know, I'm good, man. I ain't letting no computer pick my plays, man, because they don't go off eye tests. They just be going off stats, and you know, I'll be going off of what I see on the tape. But UMass plus the points. I said the Iowa State game. Baltimore Warriors. What, to win championships? Oh, win rings this year? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if Baltimore got enough hitters to win a championship. They got pitching. I don't know if they got enough hitters. The Lakers stacked. That's one thing I can't say. The Lakers is stacked. Now I need to see it on the court now. Like, you know, you could be paper champions all day long until you get on that court and this shit don't mash up. Then, you know, you ain't gonna win nothing. But what I'm looking at on paper, the Lakers stacked. But the best team in the NBA is still the Denver Nuggets, man. Still the Joker. It's still the Joker. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you. But Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray is the best guard in the NBA, hands down. Like when I'm seeing him dropping triple dubs in the NBA Finals, like with the Joker, like man, you the best guard in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to say. I think somebody told me Luka is the best guard in the NBA. I'm like, how the fuck is he? Luka nice. I like Luka. Don't get me wrong. I like Luka, but he ain't the best guard in the NBA. Like You ain't even got to the finals yet. How can you be the best guard in the NBA when you ain't even got to the finals or MVP? You know what I'm saying? So, I need to see you get to the finals. I need to see you win an MVP before I can sit up here and say you the best guard in the NBA. Right now is Jamal Murray. He got the hardware. Till I see Luka get some hardware, you ain't the best guard in the league. You might be the best guard in the league compared to what they seeing on TV and the media, because the media like Luka, so they might will say that. But in my eyes, you ain't the best guard in the league. Jamal Murray is, but you top five. He top five though. Yeah, he nice, but he ain't the best. And they trying to tell me he the best guard in the league. I'm like, bro, I'm not believing that, bro. I'm going off of what I see on my eyes. Like, he is not the best guard in the NBA. Now, if he was the best guard in the NBA, he would have made it to the finals by now. I would have saw Luke in the finals by now. He ain't been to the finals. I ain't never seen him win no MVP. You know what I'm saying? Go get MVP, get to the finals, and then I say, okay, you the best guard in the league. But until I see you get to the finals, you ain't the best guard in the league. Right? It's Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray got that title, man. Like, Jamal Murray is a monster, bro. Like, he's a monster. He is a monster. Him and the Joker is the first two players ever to drop a triple dub in the NBA Finals. Shit, like, that's the history of the NBA. These two guys right here, triple dubs, first guys ever to drop a triple dub in the finals, man. Like, so you know what I'm saying? I ain't until I see Luka do some shit like that in the finals. You ain't the best guard in the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got the media on your team, but Jamal Murray is that guy. He's that man. Until you take him down, until I see Dallas beat Denver in a 7-game series, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't the best guard in the league. You nice, you top five, but you ain't the best. Jamal Murray is the best. He's the best. He has the hardware. You can talk all day long, but you know what I'm saying? He got the hardware. When the season open up, he gonna be raising a banner. You know what I'm saying? With a fresh ring on his finger. Yeah, so you got to get to that level first before you get to saying you the best in the league. Like, you know, the media will fool you and sit here and say, "Oh, he the best." Like, nah, he ain't the best. He ain't the best. Like, the best get to the finals. No excuses. They'll be crying to the refs and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the best do. They get to the finals. Kobe, get to the finals by any means necessary. Tim Duncan, they get to the finals. That's how great they was. You said Colorado money line, FIU for a stack apiece. Hey, I like them bets, man. I like them bets. I like them bets. But you know what though? Like, we're gonna be talking about a stack. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put a stack on the games that's gonna be on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, those, especially the Colorado Nebraska game, that's gonna be on prime time, 12 o'clock Saturday. I don't like betting on games. Like, if I'm a big wager, like big money, like you about to do, I want under the key radar games that ain't gonna be on TV. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be too much pressure in that Colorado game, man. Yeah, it's at 3. The spread is 3 right now. I mean, if you're gonna take Colorado, the best thing to do is just take Colorado on the money line. They'll fuck around and win by a field goal, and you'll just get your money back. Right? You know, take the 3 points out just in case. Anything can happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Take the 3 points out of it. Just take them straight up on the money line. Right. So you ain't even got to worry about the 3 points. You get to the fourth quarter, this shit tied up. And you know what I'm saying? And they kick a field goal to win the game, and you just get your money back. Right. You take them on the money line, you win. You get paid. But that's what I would do. Like I stay away from the games that's gonna be on TV if I'm a wager big money. I like dropping big money on games that's under the radar. Games that the average Joe don't know nothing about. Those are the games that I like dropping big money on because they out of the public eye. The public don't know nothing about these teams. You got to be like a real diehard college football fan to know these teams that I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand. I totally understand. But that's the way I go. I'm taking the 3 points out of it. But see, I'm gonna do a sideline parlay with that. Right? I'm gonna put them in a parlay like one of my small parlays to the side. I got other games that I got circled, locked in. Like I got these plays for my clients, man. Like I was gonna release it, but I'm like, nah, I can't release that. That's too. That's my number one play of the week. Like I can't release that. Like I gotta get that to my clients. But we look at this NFL schedule, and yeah, they talking about Travis Kelce. He might not play tomorrow. I think I had Detroit on my 14 parlay, and in the NFL, I think I had Detroit plus the points. I think it was 6.5. I think it was 6.5. Like my 14 parlay in the NFL that I dropped like 4 months ago, it was Detroit plus the points, 6.5. And now that Kelsey ain't, I don't think he's gonna play. They really gonna, they should cover it. This Jared Goff. So this Jared Goff. But shit, no Kelsey on the field. Shit, I feel a whole lot better about that. Like no Kelsey on the field, man, because he don't want to be doing all the damage. You can't stop him. Like can't stop him. Shit. So like Detroit, stand up. Jared Goff, stand up, man. Like you know what I'm saying. I got you on the 14 parlay, man. You got to stand up. I think it was Detroit. I got to go back and look at my 14 parlay in NFL because I dropped that parlay. Like I said, that was like 2 months ago, 3 months ago when I dropped that. So I got to go back and look and see who did I pick. But I know for a fact I had Detroit plus the points. I know that for a fact. It was 6.5. I look at the spread this morning. I think it was at a 4. I'm like, damn, 4. And Travis Kelce, he worth 2 points. He worth 2.5 points. Like, and I guess so. Like, So that 6.5 should be money in the bag. If you tapped into my 14 parlay in the NFL, it's gonna be some upsets. It's always upsets in the NFL. You're gonna see upsets. I guarantee you that. You're gonna see some upsets week one. You're gonna be like, damn, I thought this team was gonna win. Yeah, that's an upset. You know, you're gonna see upsets. This NFL, baby, it goes down tomorrow night. It goes down. And then we got NFL Sunday. You know, NFL Sunday. Make sure you hit me up. I got them winning plays for you. I'm really liking the Washington, what they call them now, like Washington football team now. Because I know they took the other name down because they was saying they was being racist or whatever. So I guess they Washington football team. I love the Washington football team. Like I love them this week against Arizona. Arizona tanking. They tanking for they want old boy from USC, Caleb Williams. So that they tanking. I've been seeing that they've been trading everybody, offensive linemen. You know, they've been cutting people left and right. You know what I'm saying? So I love Washington football team, if that's what they call themselves now. Washington football team. I love the Washington football team. Love them. They want Caleb Williams, and I think they're gonna get him. I think Arizona is gonna be the worstest team in the NFL. One of the worstest, but I think they're gonna get the number one pick, and then they're gonna trade Kyler Murray. They're gonna trade him. They're gonna trade him, and they're gonna draft Caleb Williams. Somebody gonna get Kyler Murray. Somebody gonna get him. Somebody gonna pay 2 first rounders for him. A franchise that need a quarterback. No, the Washington Commanders. Okay, I ain't know what they was calling themselves, man. They keep changing their name every time I turn around. They keep changing their names, man. So I love Washington though. Like that's my number one play in the NFL. Like I love Washington. You know what I'm saying? I love them. I got some more though. I got more plays, but I love Washington. That's one of them because I see what Arizona doing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that, boss. I don't know, man. I don't know, cause one thing I do know is that the Chargers got good defense, and then Miami just. If they'd have had Ramsey, I would definitely be with you on that Dolphins over Chargers. But you ain't got no Ramsey out there, man. And I'm looking at the lineup for the Chargers, like I'm like, how you gonna slow all that shit down, man? Like, man, see when you see you gotta take see you got feelings off and when you be betting, I can tell how the way you talking when you saying you don't like betting on my own teams. Listen here, man, this gambling, man. You can't put no feelings in that shit, bro. Soon as you start putting feelings in it, man, that's when you start losing your money and shit. Like when you gambling, you gotta everything gotta be a clear mind. It can't be no, oh, that's my favorite team. This is my favorite team. Or this is my grandma's favorite team or my daddy's favorite team. No, it can't be like that, man. This strictly gambling. Like, so you got to keep all feelings to the side, all your feelings to the side. You got to look at everything clearly. If you're going to win, if you want to win, you got to look at everything clearly. It can't be biased. Nothing can be biased when you placing your money on any bet. It can't be no bias in it. It can't be, oh, that's my favorite team and all. It can't be that. You got to look at it as a clear eye. Because if you gamble with your heart, you're gonna lose. All right, you're gonna lose. You can't be gambling with your heart. You gotta gamble on facts. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, if they'd had Ramsey, it'd be different. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, you got Ramsey, so that's one side of the field that I don't have to worry about. Now you ain't got Ramsey out there, so I'm like, and you know, Justin Herbert is a gunslinger. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I do know about Justin Herbert. He a gunslinger. And it could get ugly for Miami. Like, it could get ugly. It could. I know Miami got weapons too, but I just think that the Chargers might have a little bit better defense than the Miami to slow that shit down, slow Tua down. Hey, the Marlins just beat the Dolphins. They just beat the Dodgers last night, man. That was an upset because the Dodgers was favored. Hey, the Dodgers in trouble, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. The Dodgers are in trouble. They just lost another starting pitcher because dude, I guess he, I guess he put his hands on his wife, and he got arrested, and now the team then they sat him down, so he ain't playing for the rest of the season. He was a starting pitcher for the Dodgers, and you know he got into an altercation with his wife. You know, so he ain't playing no more for them. So that's a major starter gone. Then you lost. Then the Dodgers lost another starter to injury. I mean, all they top starters are injured or out of the game because of something that they did off the field. And the Dodgers, it don't look good, man. Like, it don't look good, man. It do not look good at all for the Dodgers, man. I see this. What I see in the offseason, though. I see Ohtani signing with the Dodgers in the offseason. Right, he ain't going back to the Angels. Right, he gonna sign with the Dodgers because he gonna. You hear that here from me first. Right, I'm telling you, Ohtani will be a Dodger next year. Yeah, I know they got Xavier Howard, but you know, like, you know, this Justin Herbert, I got a lot of respect for Justin Herbert because he's a gunslinger. He remind me of Drew Brees when Drew Brees was young gunslinger. You know, he remind me of Drew Brees. So I got a hell of respect for Justin Herbert. Now, if we was talking about they was in Miami, and you know what I'm saying, and the shoes were reversed, with Chargers on the road to Miami, then I can go with that theory, but no, I don't like that. I don't like that play. I mean, you can do whatever you want to. You know, that's your money. But for me, I don't like that play. I don't like that play. I think there's other plays on the board that's way more better than that. All right, you're gonna be sweating. You're gonna be sweating in that game because I think the over and under is at 51. So that's gonna be a tight game. Right, you're gonna have to sweat that game all the way to the fourth quarter type game. Like, we ain't gonna know who gonna win that game to the fourth quarter. And sometimes, like, look, when you're looking at these spreads, man, the over and under will tell you who gonna win the game. Like, you know, the over and under will tell you if you know what to look for as far as like the numbers, it'll tell you who gonna win this shit. It's just like last week, the Colorado and TCU. The over and under was set at 64. So that told me off rip, like it's gonna be a lot of points scored in this game. So you want to take the over because the over is so high. You want to take the over. Yeah, I said, yeah, you can do whatever you want to do, boss. You can do whatever you want to do, boss. You know. But I'm loving UMass though. UMass plus the points. I'm loving that. Right. I think when I first saw her spread, I couldn't believe what I was looking at first. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like the odds makers, they looking at that game from last week, and I'm like, that's SEC. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't no MAC team. Like that's SEC team that they went down there and got destroyed. I expected UMass to go down there and get destroyed. This SEC. Now they back at home playing against a Miami, Ohio team that I just seen get crushed by Miami, Florida. I don't want no parts of that. But I got more plays, man. Just hit me up on X, Instagram, TikTok, college football, NFL. Hit me up. Y'all have a great day. I'll catch you on the next one.